We've all heard of the infamous Nigerian prince. Now, let me introduce you to the insidious Libyan government official. A few days back, I received an email from a suspicious individual claiming to be a government representative of Libya with access to Gaddafi's wealth. Yes, that Gaddafi. Anyway, even though it was obviously a scam, it seemed interesting enough to make a video out of. Anyway, here's my analysis of this email. Before I start, I'd just like to point out that the English in this email isn't exactly great, as the person writing it most probably doesn't really speak English that well. Additionally, I took the liberty to blur out their name, even though it's most likely an alias, and their contact information, because I'm a decent individual, unlike this person. Okay, they start off with greetings, my friend. This itself is a red flag, as given that this email came from the Middle East, or based on the email address that they used, this is what scammers tend to refer to a person they're targeting. Like the moment they say my friend without even knowing you personally, that's it. That's a red flag. They're gonna scam you, alright? They're gonna scam you. Okay. Second line, I'm deeply sorry to Berg. I think he means budge, but let's go on. I'm deeply sorry to bug into your privacy as we haven't met before. Yeah, if you haven't met me, why are you contacting me? Anyway, moving on. As a matter of fact, I will be very brief. And he continues to go on with the big email. Back to the email. Since I'm in urgent need of a trust person, I think he means a trustworthy person. Okay, a trust person to help move out a valuable funds deposit by later Libyan leader, I think he means late Libyan leader, Muammar Gaddafi, into a foreign bank account, which will later be used for any profitable joint investment between me and you. Okay, this itself points out it's a scam because he's contacting me without even knowing who I am, as he himself acknowledges, and the English is terrible. Yeah, I know English isn't really the language that most Libyans speak. I guess they tend to speak Arabic and maybe French. I guess I'm not sure. However, however, government officials tend to, as he claims later on, he is a government official. Government officials tend to have a good grasp of the English language, given that that's what they tend to communicate with other governments. Okay. Okay, here you go. As a civil servant, I cannot do this alone. The Libya Sovereign Wealth Fund. I don't think it's called the Libya. I think it's called the Libyan Sovereign Wealth Fund. Okay, so that itself is a red flag. He doesn't even know his own government agencies. The Libya Sovereign Wealth Fund said 5 EU countries paid out money from frozen accounts in Europe that once belonged to Muammar Gaddafi, despite international sanctions, long according to Politico. To be honest, this is actually true. There was a Politico covering article which covered this thing where money, I won't say it's Gaddafi's personal money, rather it was from the Libyan Sovereign Wealth Fund, which had sanctions against it by both the EU and the United States. And money from that was transferred into other bank accounts, most likely to pay off debts incurred by the Libyan government. Yeah, but yeah, that was an interesting story, and it's diverting from the main thing. So from this sentence, we can point out that this individual who wants to scam me is using a figment of truth to lure me into his pile of lies. I see. Yeah, okay. I'm just assuming it's he because the name given was clearly a male's name. It could even be a she. I'm not giving this person any gender labels. Just putting it out there. Okay, now the English gets even worse. But no one are aware. I think no one is aware. That's what he meant to say. Of this total amount. Okay, it was total amount in proper and uppercase, like T and A and uppercase, for the rest is in standard English. The total amount is 19.5 million US dollars that currently available under QNB Finance Bank. I think it means QNB Finance Bank. It's a Turkish bank. Okay, the thing is 19.5 mil is extremely small for an amount held by a sovereign wealth fund. 19.5 million is nothing for a sovereign wealth fund. I guess he chose the amount 19.5 because it's something like, let's say, 200 million, as in what the standard Nigerian Prince Scam tends to give. Seems a bit too hard for many people to believe. So 19.5 it is. Okay, so 19.5 million US dollars that currently available under QMB Finance's Bank Turkey and placed in an escrow call account without a beneficiary. See, to be honest, I think they would have liquidated these assets if the QMB Finance's Bank, as you call it, Finance Bank, as you call it, they would have liquidated it without a beneficiary. It would be of advantage for me to solicit for a foreigner on my behalf since the funds origin is from a genuine source. Yeah, dude, I don't think terror supporting government of Libya or the former government of Libya because the current government has nothing to do with the Gaddafis. Any wealth accumulated by them, I won't call it a genuine source. Okay, let's just put it out there. Total amount is 19.5 million US dollars. Okay, first thing first, dude, you never met me. What if I'm a Libyan citizen? This thing won't work out. Yeah, but then again, it's a scam, and here I am making a video of analyzing scams. Analyzing this scam to be precise. So yeah, I think I'm the winner here. I got content for a video. And then he's given two links, and these two are legit links to articles that covered the what happened to the sovereign wealth fund of the Libyan government. And to be honest, these articles are pretty old, as you can see over here. And then he gave me another email address to contact him, and best regards, his name. Okay, quick from quick analysis. By looking at it, I know it's a scam, but unlike, let's say, the Nigerian Prince Scam, which came up with a lot of bullshit, since Nigeria never really had a royal family per se, as it was, I guess, a former British colony followed by a democratic republic. So, yeah, that's total bullshit. This guy, on the other hand, if his English was better, he could have caught someone he could have pulled someone into this bullshit. He used actual things like actual articles as a base, as a foundation, to build upon his fantasy about 19.5 million US dollars in Turkey. Okay, think about escrow call account is you have to send some money to prove that you're the beneficiary, or that's what they're going to claim. That in turn would most probably, yeah, I think even he's saying Turkey, he might be a Turkish man. He might be, I shouldn't call this the Libyan scam. I think it's more accurate for me to call it the Turkish scam. And wait, I don't know how much amount he wanted because I have no intention of contacting him because it's a waste of time, if you ask me. Anyway, if you see something like this, just mark it as scam or report it to your email provider, and never fall for this bullshit. How much of an amount they promise you, never fall for this bullshit. If you enjoyed this unorthodox video, please give a like. Also, if you want to watch more like this, how about subscribing? Thank you and have a nice day.